Welcome to the broadcast. I wanted to come on here real quick, pop on live. I had somebody take my Facebook Live today, so I thought I'd come on here real quick and just address some of the things that are going on right now. There seems to be so much division. I'm just going to talk off my cuff right now. I don't have a lot of notes, and it's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to say, hey, I find that people are fighting about things, and it's because one side believes so strongly in what they've known, what they've heard, and their other side has a different take on things. One side's investigated outside the norm. One side has not. They've stayed mostly inside the norm and watched the mainstream media, and the other side has ventured off. They're wondering and they're saying, wait, things are making me go, and they're not sure what exactly is going on. They know something's off, so they've investigated alternative ways to find information. And I wanted to bring this up because therein lies the clash that's happening, because one side supports whatever's presented to them on mainstream media, which why would mainstream media lie? That's a question you want to ask yourself. Why would they be lying to us? Because this other group is going out, venturing off to find out what is so weird that's going on. We all can tend to sense that something weird has been going on. And they've created television many moons ago, way back when the CIA said, when they start believing everything we put out, then we'll know we will have accomplished our goal. And so you wonder, are they telling a vision? Is it mind control? What is happening? Where did that come from? I'm just presenting ideas that you can investigate on your own, that with that type of control, if you look into any society that's been taken over, you'll find that they've gone into education systems, have adjusted it to go hand in hand with their agenda. Many times they'll go in and they'll destroy any history of a country. They'll destroy statues. They'll cause great chaos or any type of chaos, any type of a disease, a virus, anything that would cause the governmental persons to come in and take over to help with the cause. But where did this thing come from? Where did the upheavals come from? Where are all these quote unquote peaceful protests when buildings are burning down behind them and their cities are being destroyed completely to the ground, and they're calling it peaceful? How can we sit back and not be in this group that says, wait, I'm going to go investigate something and find out a little bit more, maybe from an alternative source? So I have said in the past, I really enjoy the X22 report here on YouTube. I really do enjoy them because they are pretty consistent. They come out with new information. They have good intelligence sources. And a lot of these people, I love Charlie Ward is another one. I don't always enjoy all of his guests, but he has great intelligence sources that he gets information from. Someone else that I was looking at there and she's been on the Charlie Ward show. I forget her name offhand, but she has also good source from a military source, so different sources. A lot of these people coming out, if you would just look, are ex-CIA, ex-FBI, you just got to look around and start to see that each of these sources are actually coming out telling the same story from a different angle. And so that makes you really realize that, wow, okay, is this side over here controlling not only the media and has gotten into our schools to destroy it from within? Are they controlling science? Now I'm just asking questions. You got to go do the homework. I could have a whole bunch of notes here and all this research and forget about it. I'm just going to say, you go look into what is happening here. And I'm giving you ideas as to look into and what is driving it. Hashtag follow the money. There's a lot of new things happening, and the exciting thing right now is all the indictments, the unsealed and sealed, and the sealed indictments are becoming unsealed indictments, the arrests that have been made, and the things that are about to be exposed, and the very famous people who are about to be exposed, I think is going to shock the world. So I'm just putting out there a way for you to kind of ask the question, what is going on? Because it's dividing people, and divided we fall. If we're all Again, realize, have love in your heart. Not everybody knows what's going on. I actually told you the last time I spoke to you guys, I heard somebody said 1 million people have had their debts forgiven. 1 million. And I'm like, whoa, I just want one person. That next day I went to my Bible study, and don't you know, somebody lets me, and I let you listen to it on the last recording, the recording of the message that they left on her answering machine. And it was all about that they were putting in to have that debt forgiven. It was a student loan. She had missed the payment for 3 or 4 payments or whatever. I'll have her on. She's a dear friend, Lavelle. She called me yesterday, all tripping out. Listen, I have to tell you this. She went to search it out, and her $49,000 student loan cannot find it. Forgiven. It's forgiven. See, that's what I'm saying. So what is going on? What happened back in March when President Trump went in and took over again, put the control of the Federal Reserve back into our hands of the government? What happened back then? You do the homework. I'm not about to, people want me to tell them everything right now because they know I know stuff, but then I just don't want to quote sources and information if I don't have the sources behind me but if you do your own homework, and a lot of times you're listening to things and you hear things and they've got the sources right in your face, they're good at this. I might not be that good at it. I'm just thinking I have a little audience here that if people would just do a little homework, they're able to take this screen, put their little face in the corner and put up documents and information on the screen. Maybe I'll get there, but right now I'm not there. And I'm telling you, I just love how they roll as far as bringing information like that. Another one that has good information, what was her name? I'm not so sure about Santa Surfing, was another YouTube channel that had some great intel information. So what you need to do is really do your homework. Go out there and find out what sources, really, like I said before, they're all telling one story. So what happens is instead of coming in and having some other way to investigate this, because if you're just sitting back watching what they're putting in your face, television on the mainstream media, I'm just suggesting, what if those people are those people? What if those people are the people that have now controlled your media source? Isn't that what Hitler did? I'm just asking, you do the homework and investigate how these dictators take over countries. You see, the reason I'm coming on here to encourage you to do some homework is because what we're standing in front of right now is so crucial. The time in our lives right now is so crucial as far as this upcoming election as to whether or not we have a country that we will even recognize. I mean, do you really want, I was just having this conversation in a group text with family members, and one of the family members she's so adamantly against Trump. And I'm just going to put this out there. What if those guys here that own the media, and, again, you got to do your own homework and see if that's true or not. Do your homework. Who is funding these peaceful protests? Who? There's a funder behind these. Look into this stuff. But in this conversation, she hates President Trump so much, and she quoted something he did 30 years ago. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, man, I would hate somebody investigating me from 30 years ago, wouldn't you? But the thing is he's not done nearly what those guys have done. I'm telling you that right now. There's an evil agenda happening right in our faces. But what if those guys, the media, has portrayed him as somebody that is, like I've said before, if somebody said to you, so-and-so, somebody is a whatever, pedophile. And you were like, what? Come on, get out of here. But a week later, somebody different said to you the same thing. Oh, so-and-so is a pedophile. You'd be like, well, oh my goodness, you start to believe it, but you're still kind of reserved, but you're like, keep your kids away, right? Third week, 3 weeks later, somebody else, totally different person that you, have respect for, or not even, actually, for that matter, comes up to you and says the same thing, that so-and-so is a pedophile. Now you're believing it hook, line, and sinker. What if the media has been painting a picture about, for example, President Trump? They're saying he's racist, he's whatever they are saying about him, all these things that they're saying about him. And what if they've been saying these things and you're believing it because you're hearing it 14,000 times a day, not once a week for 3 weeks, but 14,000 times a day across every network. Notice if you switch the networks, they're all saying the same. They all have the same exact talking points. You have to ask yourself, what if I've been lied to? It's not an easy pill to swallow. But what if we look at, in my mid-50s, to swallow a pill that we've been lied to my whole life? That's not an easy pill to swallow. But all I'm asking you to do is stop fighting with the people you love so much. Go investigate some of this from an outside source and see what you come up with. But if you're just going to watch the mainstream news and regurgitate what they're saying and believe everything they say about science and climate control and all this stuff that they say, but not look into an alternative source, then just keep it to yourself, because anybody can turn on the mainstream media and look at that. But if you want to critically think, that's the word, it's critical thinking. You've got to now step back and say, okay, I'm not going to believe anybody. I'm going to have a blank slate. I'm going to go look into this myself. I challenge you to do that, because we better wake up as a country and come together, because you want to know something? United, we're strong. And I'm going to tell you something else. Stop trying to convince people who are just not convincible. And also proceed with caution, because as people are waking up, you've heard the saying before that it can be dangerous to awaken a sleepwalker. Just with caution and with love and a little bit at a time. Some of this stuff, I wish I honestly didn't see or know all that I have seen and all that I know. I wish I didn't know it. And I wish I was wrong. And if I'm, again, if you see things with your own eyes, you can't deny what you've seen, right? So that's why I'm telling you, I'm not going to just tell you stuff. I want you to critically think and go investigate this on your own. And that's all I have for today. So let's go out, ask yourself, who can I help today? And let me pray a blessing. Father, I pray a blessing over them. I pray a blessing over our country. I ask for mercy on our country. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, if my people who are called by my name, God is saying this to us, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways and pray, seek my face and pray, then I will hear from heaven and heal their land. He's asking us for that. And so, Father, I repent of the wickedness of this country and this nation and the things that have happened in our are turning our backs on you, Father. That's not what this country stands for, Father, that you are God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for your great mercy on those who are yours, that maybe have been there's a delusion. Father, I ask for that to be taken away, Father. I ask for those that need to be, vengeance is yours. You said that, Father. If there's vengeance needed for their wicked ways that they're unrepentant about, by all means, I pray vengeance is yours. Have at them, because some of the things they're doing are unbelievable, Father, to me. I mean, I shouldn't say that it's unbelievable when I know that they're serving the devil. But Father, I pray that you would open the people's eyes who are listening to this, who they share this with, Father. I pray that you would continue to open their eyes, and I pray for mercy and just that you would embrace them, put a spirit of protection, a hedge of protection around, ourselves, those people that are listening, Father, that you would give them the wisdom and understanding and how to deal with all of this knowledge that's coming out, and even some of the stuff that's getting to, that's being revealed. Father, I pray that the evil is exposed for all of us to see, Father. I pray a hedge of protection around President Trump and Melania and Mike Pence and his wife and the whole cabinet and all of the military intelligence force that's around him, that's helping to bring those guys down. That's what I pray for right now, Father. And I pray mercy for the United States of America. And I thank you for those that are getting saved, that are coming into the kingdom, Father. I thank you for that. And I praise you in Jesus' mighty name. Guys, I love you guys. I'll bring you updates as I feel fit. And sometimes I will have some sources. So stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I'm live. Okay, guys. Love you guys. God bless.